meantime, a string of smash-and-grab robberies combined with an uptick in home invasion attacks have Los Angeles residents on edge.
Critics slam California's soft-on-crime policies and the state's zero-bail policy that ensure most suspects walk free. Well, here to react is LAPD detective and director of the Los Angeles Police Protective League, Jamie McBride. Jamie, thanks so much for being with us early this morning. And, you know, I just saw a statistic which is quite amazing to me, that there were 11 smash-and-grab robberies reported throughout the city up till about a week ago, over a month-long period. 14 people arrested from those, all back out on the street, and you say that they're out on the street faster than the paperwork can be done. Explain.
Well, yeah, first we have to look, how did we get here? You know, the ACLU advocated for Proposition 47, which changed the sentencing guidelines. So right now, you can literally go out, do whatever you want, commit crimes, and you'll be out faster than the officers can finish the report. And that's a fact. You know, we're wondering, how many times does somebody have to be arrested here in LA before they stay in jail? It's sad to say, but it's almost safer to hang out with Alec Baldwin on a movie set than to go shopping in Los Angeles right now. That's how crazy it is. It is so violent. We're telling people don't visit because we don't think we can keep you safe right now. And that's just sad to say.
Well, you know, Detective, in Los Angeles, you have zero bail because of COVID. You mentioned Prop 47. You also have District Attorney George Gascon, who did something like he's trying to release a convicted murderer 6 years into a 50-year jail sentence. So I'm wondering, if you could start anywhere to make Los Angeles safer, what's the first thing that you would do?
Well, you know, you'd have to start with the governor. Gavin Newsom. He's advocated with ACLU for Proposition 47 as well as George Gascon, who authored that bill. And you know, here's an interesting twist too. You know, the CEO to Netflix gave $3 million to fight the recall campaign on Governor Gavin Newsom, and that's the son-in-law of Jacqueline Avant, who was murdered by somebody who got out of jail who should have been in jail. So first of all, you got to clean up from the top. You know, Gavin Newsom needs to be gone. We need to work on changing these laws back to make it tougher on crime. We need to get rid of these so-called progressive district attorneys. They are advocating for the criminals. It's almost like it's shame on you if you're a victim. It's like it's your fault. That's the way they see it. So there's a lot of cleaning up to do, but we need to take back the streets. And to be honest with you, it shouldn't matter if you're a Republican or a Democrat. I think we should all want to feel safe in your home, and we should be tough on crime. And that's where it starts. You know, we have to start from the top and clean house all the way down.
You know, Jamie, one of the things that amazes me is that it's not just about how you deal with crime that the Democrats have a different idea for. It's also whether or not this crime is going on. And Congresswoman Ocasio-Cortez has come under some heat for these comments. She said, quote, "A lot of these allegations of organized retail theft are not actually panning out." I believe it's a Walgreens in California cited it, but the data didn't back it up. Now, Walgreens came out and said this was one of the biggest issues they face. But to simply deny that these crimes are happening when we've got the statistics that show they are, that just seems to be an incredible position to take.
Well, you know, AOC, is she living with her head buried in the sand? It's ridiculous. You know, all you have to do is just turn on, you know, any news channel. There's even the more liberal ones are showing some of the stuff. They're not showing all of it, but they are. It's like, you know, this AOC experiment was nice. Now it's time for her to go back to bartending and doing what she does best, because she's definitely not a lawmaker and she doesn't keep the citizens safe. And there's people like her and the rest of the squad who are just clueless on what's going on in the United States. There's rampant crime everywhere. And in fact, Los Angeles is like the movie Purge, but instead of 24 hours to commit your crime, they have 365 days to go out and commit their crimes. And that's how it is right now in Los Angeles and in San Francisco.
You say that as we're seeing all of these smash and grab robberies on the screen. You're absolutely right. It does really look like the movie Purge. And you have all these celebrities, Detective, like Colin Kaepernick and John Legend and even AOC. She's a political celebrity among progressives. And they say things like low bail and Prop 47 are compassionate policies. You see what these policies do when they're implemented. Would you describe them as compassionate?
Well, you know, they call having bail making it a criminal offense to be poor, is what they're saying. They call it racist. Do you see people stopping at the grocery store and doing smash and grabs, grabbing milk, meat, cheese, and everything? No. What you're seeing is that they're going and getting Rolex watches, they're smashing jewelry stores, they're going into Louis Vuitton stores, and these so-called celebrities and other politicians that are so far on the left, they don't want to admit they were wrong, and so they keep their head buried in the sand. But here's the interesting thing. But everybody wants to be liberal until they get robbed or shot, and you see how quick they change their tune, and that's what it's going to come down to.
Yeah, absolutely. People are feeling so unsafe right now, Detective, and you're doing the good work and trying to get the word out there and keeping people safe. Detective Jamie McBride, thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Can I add one more thing, though? Okay, thank you.
Go ahead, Jamie.
Go ahead.
Oh, I just want to say, the ACLU, they're the ones, they're the partner in crime for the suspects. And what we did is we created a national database. It's aclu-watch.com. You go there, you click on your state, and you'll see exactly how the ACLU is helping the criminals succeed and how to stay out in the streets and commit crimes. Yeah, and one of those ways was promoting Prop 47. So you're also speaking out on that front as well. Jamie, thank you so much. Detective McBride,
Thanks,
we appreciate it.
Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Kilmeade. I want you to do me a favor. I want you to click to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page. This is the only way that I know for sure that you're not going to miss any great commentary, any great news bites, any great interviews coming your way on Fox. You can get it all here on YouTube. So subscribe right now.